find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Vikings going up against the Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go again with Rawls. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Escaping the pressure right. Graham displaying the strength. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
They run it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The play clock's running down on third down. That's Carson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go! Again, it's Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he finds Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Cooks, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They start the drive with Cook. Always got some breathing room. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This is Howard on 2nd down, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Wilson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action with Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 49 yards. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards on the ground. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On first down, they're going option left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nifty move. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Could strip, the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 32 that time. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And on 2nd and 10 now. A toss to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Fresh set of downs here. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. That's complete. It's Rawls. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. From the gun, Wilson. It's caught, blocking. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion right comes Gordon. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the handoff, this is Howard. And an alley to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. And now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They still can't get it. Trying to improvise. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Check safety, check safety. Switch. Check. Fresno.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Their mobile quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On second down, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They pitch it out to Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now!
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And out now come the Seahawks. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Being chased out left. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds inbounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Now it's caught inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run with Rolls. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Wilson to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One last shot for Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And that will